Number one, state the inverse of the given function. Okay, get me started, Latrell. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, go. Keep going. Good. Good. Okay. Questions? We getting good on inverse? Should be an expert. Number two. Evelyn. Okay. Mm-hmm.
2x minus 1 equals 0.
How'd you get that? How'd you get this step right here?
Factoring out the whole x squared.
So why'd you put 2?
Why I put 2?
Mm-hmm.
Because 4x squared. Because it's going to have a factor 2.
It's gonna have a factor of 2. There's really one or two words I guess I want to hear you say. Yeah, the square root. 2 is the square root of 4, right? Okay, keep going.
2x plus 1 equals 0. You're going to subtract 1. It's going to be
Oh, real quick, just in case someone's wondering. Why did you put 1s right here? Because 1 is the square root of 1, right? So all you're doing is taking the square roots here. That's all you're doing, square roots. Okay? 2x plus 1 equals 0. And then what?
subtract 1 on both sides. It's going to be 2x equals 3 and 1. On the other side, you're going to do 2x minus 1 equals 0. And it's going to be, you're going to add 1 on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 2x equals positive 1. And then you're going to divide 2 from negative 1. It's going to be negative 1 half x equals negative 1 half. And then it's going to be x equals positive 1 half. And it's going to be x equals positive negative 1 half.
Good. Only thing I would add in here is your or signs. I know a few people said, what do I do with number 2? Are we good on that now? Sleepy Monday. I'm going to give me a Melrose Coach Matisse Twitter account and start tweeting out, go to sleep. I'm gonna make y'all follow me. Bonus points if you follow me. Go to sleep. It's 11 o'clock. Get in bed. Put your phone away.
That's too early.
Put your phone away. I'm not drinking coffee in the morning. I just get sleep at night. That's all you got to do. Get some sleep. 4 hours of sleep is not enough. That's like trying to run a... Yeah, you ever mow the lawn? What do you do before you mow the lawn? You got to put some what in the lawnmower?
Yeah.
You got to put some gas in the lawnmower. Now, okay. You ever seen those Indy race cars, right? They go real fast. Probably takes a lot of what to drive those cars? A lot of gas. What if you put as much gas as you put in the lawnmower into one of those race cars? How far do you think you would get? You about 5 feet. Some of y'all are going around with a lawnmower's worth of gas in your gas tank. You're gonna drag yourself to school, and then by the time you get there, that's it. You need sleep. You need sleep. He said you need it all. All right, use the quadratic formula to solve the equation below. And as I was walking around, I saw a few interesting things. It looks like we're still kind of struggling with this. Try Mies?
We're gonna add negative 10 to the negative 13.
Add negative 10 or add 10?
Oh, just add 10.
Just add 10 to both sides, right? The opposite of negative 10 is plus 10. Okay. Okay.
Like the 2 is squared, minus 7, and minus 3.
And then? Yes. Apologize for doubting.
And label A, B, and C.
Okay. Which are what?
A is 2 squared.
A is what? A is 2.
B is negative 7. And C is negative 3.
Good. Okay, now somebody else help me write my equation. Can you? Plus or minus comes over here. What comes before that? Ah, but is it negative 7? 7. Keep going, can you? Open parentheses? Square root. She needs some gas in her tank. Good. Keep going. Well, I think I made a mistake first period. Now I'm kind of wondering. Okay? All right. Now, when we put that in the calculator, what do we get? 'Is this what you got?
Yep.
You didn't get any I's, did you?
I did.
If you did, you did it wrong. I might talk about I's tomorrow. I know y'all are wondering about these I's. X, do you know the song yet? All you have to do is know the song. B plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2. If I need, you know what I should have done this morning as we came into class? I should have played the song. I don't have it queued up anymore. All right, now I don't really want to do this whole problem, but I just want to I want us to be reminded on how to do it. Do we know how to do this?
Yes, sir.
What do you use to do it? Good, the claw. Okay, good. If you forgot, now you remember the claw. You claw and then you combine like terms. The claw. Okay, you claw and then you combine like terms. All right, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Questions?
Yes, sir. I know you saying question of all your work.
Sure.
if quadratic formula, then now what? I don't even know what question to ask. How do you get two answers out of it?
Because it says one of them is plus the square root, the other one is minus the square root.
Okay, then how do you put it in the calculator? Because when I see other people put it in the calculator, it come out 2 times 2 at the bottom. When I put it in the calculator, one of my 2's be at the bottom and the other 2 be on the side.
You have to start off by pressing Control Divide.
Okay. See, nobody know about it.
See now.
Good, good, good. Other questions? I like questions. When questions happen,
On number 2,
Learning
I get the
happens.
first step.
on number 2, the first step.
I get the rest of it. Shit.
The first step, this right here, GCF,
Of what, 20?
of both 20 and 5. What do they have in common? They have a 5 in common.
Oh, okay. Then you do 5 times.
20 divided by 5 is 4.
Okay.
5 divided by 5 is 1. Take your warm up, set it aside, look at today's notes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 plus 3 cubed. What's today's date?
30.
The 30th. Okay. Okay, we've got a pretty straightforward day today. It's going to end up just being some calculator practice. Okay, but the big goal today is this. Oh, come on now. I want to be able to differentiate or tell the difference between linear and quadratic functions. There are several different ways that you might need to be able to do this. First, you look at a graph, and the difference between linear and quadratic is pretty apparent. One of them is a straight line, the other one is a parabola. Okay? Second, you might look at an equation, and if you look at an equation, it's also pretty straightforward. If the highest exponent of x is 1, it's linear. And if the highest exponent is 2, it's quadratic. Now what if it's higher than x squared? Then you have to say neither. And we'll learn about that one day. Okay, so I don't want to insult your intelligence or anything, but do we need to look at some of these?
Yes.
Let's look at one. Let's look at this first one here. And raise your hand and tell me which one it is and explain why. Okay, Tony? I agree. Does x have an exponent? No. So it's linear. It does, but it's 1. Good point. And how about this one over here? All the way over here. Same thing. Raise your hand and explain why. We got to work on our justification abilities. Got to be able to justify our answers. Keep on.
Is it quadratic?
Why would it be quadratic?
Because the exponent 2 on the outside.
Yeah, does this 2 go with x? Yeah, it does. Yep. So x has an exponent of 2. The highest exponent is 2, therefore it is quadratic. All right, I'm going to really trick you on this one. Question, Janisha?
I was looking at that one.
Tell me you're looking at that one. I love it. Okay, tell me what you think.
Which one do we look
Well, what did I say? You have to look at the highest. So is this quadratic?
at? No, because it's neither.
Why? Because the highest exponent is what?
4.
Yeah, we have to look at the highest exponent. We'll talk about that One day. I got something good. I got something really good cooking up for y'all, like a stew on the cooktop. It's been on the cooktop for a long time, cooking to perfection. Y'all laughing at my Midwestern vocabulary. That's kind of prejudiced. I don't know if I like that or not.
I'm laughing at that one time.
Number 2, label each graph as linear, quadratic, or neither. Now, I won't insult your intelligence on these. These are pretty straightforward. Okay. Any questions on these coming to mind?
No.
Right, just look at it and decide. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is also pretty basic, so we'll just do one together, but goodness, going back and forth. Okay, all you have to do on this is listen spreadsheet. Okay, don't forget X1A and Y1A. Put in the data, and then you're ready to press doc, insert, data and statistics. Once you get there, you can press tab, enter, tab down, enter. Now that's going to give you a graph. So I'm really still doing the exact same thing that I was doing up here. I'm looking at a graph to tell. Okay? But I'm going to use the calculator to give me a graph. I'm going to use a calculator to give me the graph. Should we do one together? I know. I never want to hurt your feelings, insult your intelligence. Yeah, Lewis.
Oh, can you go up?
Can I go up?
See that one right there.
This one?
Well, maybe this one. It's not straight.
It's one of those two. You know, it's hard to tell just from looking at it. From looking at it, actually, it's logarithmic. Why? Because the radical keeps going down, but logarithmic stops right there. And this one just stops. Right. Okay. Okay. And last but not least, take your paper and flip it over. Hard work. Now, on the back, I'm going, like I said, I'm going to start reviewing a little bit here. I'm going back to like the second week of school. Okay, so if it's a plus sign, all you do is combine like terms. So 4b combines with 7b, which gives me 11b. 2 combines with negative 8. Almost. Which gives me a negative 6. And negative 8b squared combines with negative 4 or positive 4b squared.
Negative 4 piece, negative 4 piece.
That's it. Some people will debate. You might need to put this in descending order. In fact,
We got to.
no, let's do that. So b squared comes first, and then b, and then no b's. There we go. That's better. I like that better. Sometimes, though, there is a subtraction sign. They want you to find the difference. You know, and some of these down here have a subtraction sign also. And if that's the case, you have to distribute, do you remember this? Distribute the negative to the entire trinomial or binomial, whatever it might be. So what does that mean? You know, that just means multiply or change the sign of everything. So this negative 5m squared becomes plus 5m squared. This positive 7 becomes negative 7. And this negative 7m becomes positive 7. Yeah. And then guess what? You do the same thing that we just did. Okay, combine like terms. So 8m squared plus 5m squared. Positive 4m combines with positive 7m. And negative 3 combines with negative 7. And that's it. Pretty much guarantee that 1 or 2 of those will be on the end of course test. 3 points. Like taking candy from a baby. Okay. Questions. All right, the most important thing for you to start with in class is the spreadsheets, because you can only do those in class with calculator.